How's it going, everybody? This is my writ of prohibition. I'm making this video. I told Commissioner McTaggart, who I am naming as a real party in interest, since I'm going to claim he's breaking the law here, in order to cover up for certain Glendale police officers that the commissioner is breaking the law. See, this is the beautiful part. I learned some of these strategies from Randy Kelton, some from a mentor that just recently passed, another one from Charlie Sprinkle, and my other mentor who knows federal law. And it's funny because the strategies I'm using here is the cops will give me a citation where I can prove that they're not allowed or authorized to do. And I know people are going to get upset with that, but that's just the law. If you don't like it, then you know what? They should change the laws. I didn't make them. I'm playing by the rules. So I tell the judge, hey, judge, this guy can't do that, and here's the proof. The judge is supposed to say, well, you're right, so case dismissed, but they don't do that because they're trying to make money. We're going to get into slush funds later on, and also into CAFRs. I was looking up the city of Glendale's CAFR. They made around, what, $5 million in profit last year in 2009, and so they want to start claiming though that, oh, the city needs money, so they start doing all this other stuff, when in fact you just got to look at their CAFR. That's CAFR, and you can put in any city you want, and it'll show their profits, I guess. But nonetheless, I tell the judge that he's supposed to dismiss, but he doesn't want to dismiss, so I'm going to stomp on the Commissioner McTaggart here, showing how corrupt he is, in my opinion, of course. And then from there, the judge usually stomps on whoever, the city attorney or the cops themselves, and says, don't bring me this stupid guy again, because he's going to stomp on me and possibly name me in a federal lawsuit, which I told him I was going to do. I was going to name certain people in a federal lawsuit, and I was going to take this crap into federal court. In the end, didn't believe me until I started seeing that I was doing certain reservations and signing off federal laws that applied to state courts, wherein they had no immunity if they did certain things, which he's doing. It's beautiful. So of course, what did he do? He didn't record my hearing for the demur on March 15, 2010. There's no recording. So then he says, well, we got to do a transcript. Well, go ahead, and you want to appeal. Well, how am I going to appeal if there's no transcript? There's no recording. See, it's a Mickey Mouse court is what they're trying to change it into. But unfortunately for him, that went into my declaration, and that's where I'll be, I guess it's more damaging for him, really. That's stupid on their part. But guess what? Nobody's going to take the time to do what I'm doing. So he thought, and I'm doing it. And I told him I'm going to take this all the way to federal court, which means I'm not going to stop until these clowns start following the law. Whether they're cops or judges, it doesn't matter, because if you look at Title 18 USC, it says certain provisions and certain laws say whoever. It doesn't say anybody but cops or anybody but judges or commissioners. It says whoever does blank is guilty of blank. You see? But the key for the government, whether it's city police, judges, commissioners, or mayors, anybody, doesn't point, anybody that's in power, their role is to convince the people that they are not allowed to do like what I'm doing. Oh, you can't do that, we're immune. Okay, well then let me go look up some case law on immunity. Oh, guess what? Found out you were lying. But what do most people do? They don't do that. They'll just say, oh, damn it, crooked government, crooked system, oh, we can't do anything. You know what? We should create a big group and just go outside of the damn court and start screaming for no reason on how crooked they are. That's not going to do anything. It's not going to cause change. You might scare them. Then they might have more authority now to get more cops to beat your ass. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, you might end up helping them in the long run doing it that way. But in my opinion, the only way change is going to occur, and I mean positive change, as far as they should follow the laws. If the law says you can't do this, then don't do it. If the law says they should do this, and they should do it. However, that's not the case right now. So the only way that this can happen is by suing them in federal court, because then you can prove that you were right. See, you take them to federal court, either you're wrong and they say you're wrong, or you're right and they say here's your money. Either or. I'm not telling people they should go and sue everybody just for any reason. I'm saying if your rights are being violated, in my opinion, I mean, if it were me, I would go ahead and file lawsuits. Hey, you violated my rights and I can prove it. As a matter of fact, I'm looking into RICO right now, and people, they say you can't do RICO. That stands for Racketeering Induced Criminal Organization. Oh, yes, I can. I've been looking into it, and I see that it's applied to cities and even governmental agencies in many ways, in many different cases. So, you know, that's why I got that thing. It says those who say it cannot be done shouldn't interrupt the people doing it, for a good reason. So hopefully you guys like this video, and in the end, just remember, you have power. We the people have the power. We created the government, and if you don't believe that, then they've already won, at least against you, because there's a lot of other people out there that believe that, you know what, if you don't hurt anybody, if you're not stealing from people, if you're just minding your own business, doing what you're doing, that causes no harm to anyone, you shouldn't be harassed by a cop and ask, what are you doing? Where are you going? Let me see your ID. Why are you recording? You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't. See? You become a slave if you realize, if you don't realize that you have rights against these abuses. But you become a slave if you don't even try to research as far as what you can do to protect yourself. Because if you can't protect yourself, don't expect to be able to protect your family.